Right, the gun's starting to look quite good now. I've done a little bit more work. I've started making the trigger guard now. Now, what I'll probably do is I'll do some. See, that's not even welded on yet. First of all, what I've done is I've made this strap part, which is just welded on here, and it's about I think it was, in the end, it was 22 centimeters long, there to there, and then that part there measures 4.5 centimeters in width, and it tapers down to, I thought it was narrower than that, to be honest with you. I thought it was 16 centimeters. Could be I've made that too wide. Let me check. Yeah, that should be down to 16. I've made that a little bit too wide. I'll have to see if I can do something about that. I've made that 18 centimeters wide. Needs to be narrower than that. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate. Right, yeah, so that part should be 16 centimeters wide, and the point where the taper flares out is at 23 millimeters from the end there. That's when it actually starts to spread out. Now, the original one has got this long slot there in the centre. Now, what I've done to be a little bit more precise with the locating of the magazine is I've just filed a small round notch so that this centre bar on the magazine runs in it. It's probably basically where the magazine has been joined, where it's been folded round, brought back, and then folded together to perform the join. Now I'm using it to make it look a little bit neater, I think. Basically that locks it in that position there. Now the next thing that I've started to do is working out how to make the side of this. So what I've done is I've cut out a profile in cardboard. Now let's see if I just turn these two on their sides. That's the original magazine, by the way. You know, I'm probably going to end up making one of those using an M14 magazine. Here is an Airsoft M14 magazine. So that's the front end there, where the feed port is. Now, for a matter of looking at the dimensions of this, you can see it's about 3/8 of an inch wider, the BAR mag, and it has this slope on the top, which the M14 mag doesn't have. Also, this notch in the magazine is far more coarse than the M14 one. If I remove the mag, you can get an idea of the whole total dimension change in the thing. So you can see how much difference there is. In terms of measurements, if I do this in metric, the M14 mag is around 12 centimeters in length. So this magazine, the BAR one, is probably about 4mm longer at this end. Unfortunately I haven't got a rule with me for measuring the lengths of the other sides. One moment. Right, that side of the BAR magazine is 14cm in length. M14 mag is 7.5cm wide. BAR mag is 8.5cm wide. So as I say, there's 1cm difference in there. Now, the height of this part here on the trigger guard, that should come out to 3.5cm. Let's see if I've got it same as that one. Yep, 3.5cm. That hole there should be just on 5cm, and the metal there that I've used is 3mm mild steel. Now I've also got to do the back end of the trigger guard here to make it look more like that one, and fit this fitting through there. Now that is the gadget which controls the speed of fire of the BAR. It was a variable speed firing mechanism, and that basically swings across and then it goes over to there, and I presume, yep, that is S for safe. The trigger won't pull back. Now whether I do that, I don't know. I suppose I actually could incorporate that into mine if I wanted, but at the end of the day I probably won't. I'll probably fit this in and do something along these lines to make it look right, stamp in FAS, but as to making it function, I don't know about that. Now I've also got to work out how to do the magazine catch. Now I suspect I won't be making the magazine catch work all the way down inside there, the same as on the original, where it clips into that little point there. What I'll probably do, if I slide that back inside my gun and push it in all the way, I'll probably make my magazine catch operate somehow onto a notch a lot higher up, but that shouldn't be a problem. So let's have a look at this flared part on this thing here. Now you can see the shape of this magazine guide, sort of fluted part. See how it's shaped. Now I'm going to see if I can work out how to do that using the metal that I've cut for the sides. So you can see there, that helps you guide the mag in properly. Now when the mag is in the gun on the BAR, let's take a bit of a measurement and see how deep it actually goes in. Right, it goes in 8 centimeters. So let's have a compare on mine. One moment, turn the camera off. Okay, now that's as far in on mine as it goes, and it only goes in 9.5 centimeters is still coming out, whereas on the other one it was 8 centimeters. So there's about 1.5 centimeters longer there. So what I could do is I could make my magazine slightly shorter. Now, that brings us back to the M14 again, doesn't it? It's getting interesting because the M14 mag is shorter. The problem with the M14 mag is the width is 1 centimetre out, and it's not got that slope on the end. Now, it's not such an easy thing to fit that slope in and keep that all the same. I suspect I'm going to make my own magazine for this and just incorporate the internal parts and maybe try and fit this plastic top into my one and just see how I go. I've got a different make magazine than this as well, which I've just purchased on eBay for £12. D-Boys I think it is, but they all work fairly similar. This one's got the little keyhole on the side for winding it up with a key, so which are okay. So I need some very thin tin plate or steel plate, something like copper biscuit tin, to be honest with you. You can see how thin it is. It's half a millimetre, maybe thinner. I don't have much of that lying about, so maybe I can cut something up. The sort of big spirit cans that you get car thinners in, maybe I can just get some tin snips and cut one of those up and make a magazine out of that. Problem is, it'll be tin plate, which means I won't be able to blue it. The only thing I could do is paint it. So I'll have a think what I'm going to do. Yeah, so it's starting to look better.